Wow, what a fantastic series of announcements. Now, let's break it down. It started with a Netflix announcement, but instead of the live action show I hoped for, it was for Pokemon Concierge. Personally, I'm a little disappointed, but that's just because I don't really care for a Concierge that much. It is really pretty, and I love the art style. Then we had May, Brendan, Steven, Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza, all getting in on Pokemon Master CX. Nothing special. Add the greatest Pokemon character ever, Kieran, and then I will care about your dumb gacha game. Next was the true hype of the announcement. Cafe Remix, baby. Sadly, I wasn't right in my prediction about adding 100% Zygarde, so he's safe from my stove for now. Instead, it was just Pikachu, Eevee, and the Paldean starters all got new outfits. And also, Flapple and Appleton are now legally of age to join the workforce. Then, it's a nice bustling night in Unnamed City, until Darkrai appears, and started using a city-wide scale Dark Void, which interrupts a gentleman's special night with his Umbreon. But luckily, Cresselia is here, and she purifies those nightmares, letting the man go back to having a nice night with his beloved Pokemon. Next, Pokemon Unite news. Yay. Over with quickly, so I do not care. Suicune puts on a shirt. Alolan Raichu joins the game. And Alcremie is confirmed, though they gotta let the degenerates calm down a bit before they add their cream wife. So that's something. I really appreciate they are just blasting through all of these mobile games, cause at least in my own friend group, the only games that we actually play is just Go and TCG Pocket. Speaking of TCG Pocket, God has arrived. Then, after the most overly intense trading card ad I've ever seen, we learned that for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, we are getting special phone cases, Paldean starter, and pseudo-legendary raids. Then, we see a montage of gamers who are so sweaty, you think a Lopunny breathed the same air as them for a minute. We see, in the announcement, a brand new Pokemon game coming to Switch and iOS called Pokemon Champions that was confirmed to have Terastallizing and Mega Evolutions coming. Now, we just gotta hope that we get to use Z moves, Gigantamaxing, and Dynamaxing. But honestly, this will be amazing. One of the things me and my cousin Caleb have wanted for a long time is literally just Stadium 3. I am really happy that it will have direct compatibility with Pokemon Home right out the gate. Hopefully, they do the same for ZA. Bad news, however, due to trusted sources like Joe Merrick of Cerebi.net, not all Pokemon will be available at launch, and you will not be able to transfer Pokemon from Champions to Pokemon Home. So that's a bit of a bummer, but that's fine by me. If we could just generate a Pokemon, it'd make the dex grind in the mainline games way easier, and I do not want that. And also, God, is the male protagonist so ugly? I just have this urge to shove him inside of a locker, and I don't know who at Game Freak thinks this is, but why do we keep getting male protagonist designs with the leggings under shorts combo? It looks so stupid. Who actually dresses like this? Why? Nate? Brendan? Now this guy. Why? Though, as usual, the female design option is a full-on 10. She looks really spunky and fun. Then, we had this guy show up, and let's move on. Finally, after a year of waiting, we see it. Legends ZA. And oh boy, was it worth it. Scarlet and Violet's art style took some getting used to, but man, do I feel for a modern Pokemon game. This looks super pretty. We then finally saw the starters. Totodile, Chikorita, and Tepig? Weird, but okay, Game Freak. I guess Game Freak saw Typhlosion's Twitter DMs talking to minors, so he wasn't allowed back in France. So, I guess Tepig will have to do. I feel Chikorita needs this game to do well, because by pure statistics, she is the absolutely worst starter. Hopefully, it'll have a cool Colosian form, or a really great Mega. Just know, my expectations for her are very low. Next, we have 9 Megas confirmed. Lucario, Altaria, Ampharos, Gardevoir, Sableye, Charizard, Kangaskhan, Gyarados, Gallade. Hopefully, they don't pull a Sword and Shield and leave out Blastoise and Venusaur. Now, let's talk player characters. Luckily, unlike Champions, I feel both designs are fantastic. And the boy actually looks a lot cooler this time, which is a rarity when it comes to Pokemon. I don't know, he just has that really confident vibe I like in the character. And the girl is super cute. I really like her goofy bell-bottom pants. Their blurb on the website is, after arriving in Lumiose for some sightseeing. You'll make new friends and tackle all sorts of incidents around the city. Next, we meet the game's rival character. If you play as a boy, I believe you'll meet Tawny, while if you play as a girl, you'll meet Urbane. I'll be playing as the male option cause... duh. So I'm definitely excited to meet Tawny. I know I really like how Pokemon uses names to refer to aspects of their character, be it by flowers or just general wordplay. I wonder if Urbane and Tawny have any significant meaning. Well, according to Google, Urbane is a French word for city dweller. Yeah, that makes sense. This whole game takes place in a single city. Now I wonder what Tawny means. Tawny, a shade of golden brown, I guess. Anyway, Urbane and Tawny will meet at Z Hotel, where they work and live. I am pretty curious why the specific gender of the player matters, however. First thing that comes to mind is Easy, a romantic subplot, and with France being the city of love, and literally go on a date with Shauna in the originals, and are given the Protect TM as an innuendo directly after. I wouldn't be that surprised. Speaking of Z Hotel, let's talk about the one running the show. Now, AZ has worn many hats throughout his 3,000 plus years of being alive. He was the king of country, genocidal terrorist, homeless, tree planter. Look it up, but yeah, that's true. And now he is channeling his inner Mr. Mosby and has become a hotel manager.
I think he's angry.
How do you lose a woman?
You forget to cherish her.
I really like how they make sure we understand how freakishly tall he is. Specifically, he has all of those cross strings keeping his clothes together. Man's 9 feet tall. Of course he's got to get creative with his clothing. And Floette is here, so that's pretty cool, and proves that this is after X and Y. And last of all the characters we meet is Jet and Vinny, who I really don't want to see turn out to be the main villains of the game. A CEO and secretary duo is way too close to Chairman Rose and Oriana for my liking, and I want them to never happen again. Jet is the CEO of the Quaz Artico company, a company which we learned about from the Terra League that Mabel joins. Also, something neat, the Holocaster was given a massive upgrade. Perhaps it's what is being used in the Wild Zones. Now, let's talk Wild Zones. We have the Legend style catching, so that is fantastic. We have the real-time battling, and god, that's exciting. There will even be a chance to catch Pokemon after fainting. You can command your Pokemon to dodge, determine the range of the attacks, and when they should and shouldn't be swapped out. Moves have a cooldown system, and same with Mega Evolution, it seems. So you'll be able to spam everything. That's wonderful. A common critique I hear from my friends all the time is, I could just spam Fire Blast and then beat the league. But this way you can't, because it won't let you. Though, the thing that I am most excited for is the Looker Burrow! We see it in the trailer! That's one of my predictions! Also, a place for humans and Pokemon, my butt. Lumiose hates the homeless. Look at this. Then, as it all ends, we see a Rotom phone pop up and then say, this is a promotional match announcement. Also, we saw the new Hex Maniac design, and I can't escape her. She has flooded my Twitter, and I'm not even trying to find art of her. Gooning aside, take a moment to look at all of the brand new Pokemon announced to be in Legends ZA. Alberto, hit the music. Chikorita, Bayleaf, Meganium, Totodile, Croconaw, Alligator, Hefbig, Pignite, Emboar, Skiddo, Go-Goat, Mareep, Slaffy, Ampharos, Goomy, Sliggoo, Goodra, Clauncher, Clawitzer, Furfro, Sandile, Crocodile, Crocorock, Bunnelby, Diggersby, Litleo, Pyroars, Rio, Lu, Lucario, Kangaskhan, Absol, Sableye, Swablu, Altaria, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Magikarp, Gyarados, Ralts, Kirlia, Gardevoir, Gallade, Flabebe, Floette, Florges, Scatterbug, Spupa, Vivillon, Budew, Roselia, Roserade, Eevee, Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon, Umbreon, Espeon, Leafeon, Glaceon, Sylveon, Patrat, Rochog, Pikachu, Raichu, Bellsprouts, Weeping Bell, Victory Bell, Bagon, Shelgon, Salamence, Lavatar, Pupitar, Tyranitar, Honedge, Doublade, Aegislash, Trubbish, Garbodor, Litwick, Lampent, Chandelure, Fletchling, Fletchinder, Talonflame, Swirlix, Slurpuff, Spritzee, Aromatisse, Hippopotas, Hippowdon, Pidgey, Pidgeotto, Pidgeot, Onix, Steelix, Scrope, Dragalge, Dedenne, Inkay, Malamar, Esper, Meowstic, Zygarde, Rotom. God, finally, the video is done. I have been trying to get this video out since the beginning of March. I am so sorry for the lack of long-form Pokemon uploads. I've been working on like 6 projects at once, and we got a new dog recently. Her name is Sunny, and she is the cutest. And have been so busy with work and my D&D stuff. It's been a lot at once. But once I clear up this backlog of projects, it'll be smooth sailing for me, and we'll be able to work on one project at a time. More long-form Pokemon content will be coming very soon. I already have 2 more scripts written for more quote videos, one for Pokemon Black and White, and one even for the first Yokai Watch video game. And I'm working on this massive project for my favorite game of all time, Tomodachi Life, to celebrate it finally getting its sequel on the Switch. That, as of right now, it's looking to be around 40 minutes long. Thank you so much for your patience and for watching. Remember to give your Pikmin a good old toss. Now I can finally rest. Alright, finally done. Time to cross you off the list.